Welcome to The Know. I'm Meg Turney, and nobody hates hatred quite as much as Twitch. Not the general emotion hatred, the upcoming first-person slaughter shooter, that's what I'm calling it, that's set to be released next week. They hate the game so much, in fact, that they've fully banned streamers from playing any AO-rated titles on their service. And guess what hatred was rated? Oh, Ayo. Now, let me be clear, they haven't expressly said that the move was related to Hatred's upcoming June 1st release date, but the timing, it's a little too convenient. Previously, Twitch had banned games on a title-by-title basis, and they've explained why they switched to a blanket policy in their rule clarification, which is what they're calling it. It's a change, let's call it a clarification though. Makes it easier to swallow. Here's what it says. Previously, we've made game-specific decisions about which games would and would not be available for broadcast, sometimes due to overtly sexual content, sometimes due to gratuitous violence. This is unsustainable and unclear, generating only further confusion among Twitch broadcasters. We would like to make this policy as transparent as possible. Today, we're updating the ROC with regard to adult-only games. Simply put, AO games are not welcome on Twitch. Now, AO stands for Adults Only and is a US-only rating. However, games with equivocal adults-only ratings in other countries are also, according to the statement, now banned. The statement continues, while the ESRB ratings apply exclusively to US titles, our policy extends to versions of these games in all territories. Generally, if the US version is rated for adults only, 18+, or has an equivalent rating in your territory, you should not broadcast that game on Twitch. Now that's interesting because technically GTA 5 should be on the chopping block because it has an 18+ rating in Australia, but they're not going to pull that game anytime soon. Again, the statement says nothing about Hatred's upcoming release, but I'm not the first person to notice that the timing is, again, like I said, a little too convenient. Streaming games is basically a great way to advertise them for free. I mean, we talk about things like this all the time. A lot of games are sold after somebody sees someone else playing it on the internet, and if you're gonna watch somebody play games on the internet, Twitch is one of the largest places to do that. With this rule change, Twitch is basically taking away a ton of free advertising for the ridiculously controversial game, but is it backfiring? We haven't talked about Hatred since it got its AO rating, and of course, that whole Steam debacle. By the way, if you missed those stories, they're here and here. Those were 4 and 5 months ago. But with this move, here we are, talking about the game once again. I mean, any attempt to block a game just gives it more publicity. And Twitch isn't alone. Earlier this week, Hatred's developer released a statement saying Hatred will not be available on GOG.com, even though gamers widely expected this to happen because of GOG's refusal to distribute the game. When asked on their Facebook page if GOG had ever intended to distribute the game, the dev said they even tested it and said that the game is good, but we can't. That's the whole story. Now, no one from GOG has commented since the press release, but basically the insinuation is that nobody wants to be associated with the game because of its content, even if they know that there are gamers out there who want to play it. And that brings us to the real heart of this debate about this game. By the way, if you're new to the game, the reason it's so damn controversial is because the entire objective of the game is to go out into the world and go on a killing spree, murdering as many cops and innocent bystanders as possible before being killed by the police. It's only the second game of all time to be given an adults-only rating for violence alone, and not the inclusion of any sexual content, which is honestly kind of impressive. Now, taking it back to Twitch, they allow GTA to be played, and you can mow down cops and civilians alike in that game. Is it just the context of the killing that causes these servers to draw a line in the sand? What do you guys think? There's so much to discuss here. What do you think of Hatred, its difficulty to find a foothold in the market, and of Twitch's new rule change? There's so much, like I said, to talk about. Sound off in the comments, but try and keep it civil. This one kind of gets out of hand sometimes. Don't forget, you get the very best in video games and entertainment right here, so make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you can know what we know and be in the know on this show. Heart you!